What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back for my 2018 Stanley Cup Playoffs Conference Finals predictions. Now, we are down to the final 4 teams to see which 2 teams will be making it to this year's Stanley Cup Finals. So I'm very excited to do these conference final predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into the conference final after a very bad second round, we went 1-3. So our overall record coming in is 9-3. So it was not our great second round, especially with my Sharks getting eliminated. But the one big thing that happened is that the Pittsburgh Penguins got eliminated. So we're guaranteed a brand new Stanley Cup champion. So that was the one good thing that came out of the second round. So again, we have a winning record right now. We just need maybe 1 or 2 wins here to be guaranteed a winning record this year. So hopefully in this video we will get back on the winning track and get a winning record, hopefully. Now, this is your first time watching my channel, as a first time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you picked a good one if you're a huge NHL hockey fan like myself and you're ready for these two conference finals. Welcome to the Dangerous Lines. I am JT Dangerous, and welcome to the club, because this club is just two. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these conference finals predictions. Starting off with the Eastern Conference Finals between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Washington Capitals. Now, the Tampa Bay Lightning are coming off a series win over a very good Boston Bruins team, and they're making their first trip back to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2015. And we all know where that 2015 team got. They got all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals before being beat by the Chicago Blackhawks. So the Lightning are now back here. They're looking to head back to the Stanley Cup Finals and looking to win their second Stanley Cup championship. Their last one all the way back in 2004 with players like Vincent Lecavalier, Martin St. Louis, and Nikolai Kapibulin. So this Lightning's team is inching closer and closer to that finals again. Now, playoff leaders for to the Tampa Bay Lightning, players like Nikita Kucherov, 6 goals, 6 assists. Braden Point, 4 goals, 6 assists. Steven Stamkos, 3 goals, 7 assists. Andre Palat, 4 goals, 4 assists. And their fantastic goaltender, Andre Vasilevskiy, with an 8-2 record and a 2.20 goal against average. So this Lightning's team has had a great run in the playoffs so far. They've knocked off some really good teams, and they are, like I said, they're inching closer and closer to the Stanley Cup Finals. Then on the other side, you have the Washington Capitals, who are coming off a big win over the Pittsburgh Penguins, finally breaking that curse of not getting past the second round, and they're back here in the Eastern Conference Final in a long time. Now, here is a dangerous fact, folks. The last time the Capitals won the Eastern Conference was all the way back in 1998 when they defeated Buffalo in 6 games. It has been 20 years since the Capitals won the East, and we all remember that 98 team got all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals before being swept by Yzerman's Red Wings. So they got through one hurdle. 1, they knocked off the Penguins. 2, they finally got past the second round. But now they have to climb a mountain or 2 to get back to the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, this series is going to be big time important for Alexander Ovechkin. He got over that one hump of defeating Pittsburgh, thank God, and also getting past the second round. So everything is on the line for Alexander Ovechkin in this series. If they don't make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, Ovechkin will be always known as a guy that has a lot of career goals in the regular season, but cannot win the big one, like the Dan Marino of hockey. But I'm so happy the Capitals beat the Penguins. Again, we're all guaranteed a brand new Stanley Cup champion, because it would have been impossible for me to continue to pick Pittsburgh every year. But Washington got it done, so I'm so happy for them. So coming from me in this Eastern Conference Final to see which team is heading to the Stanley Cup, this one's tough. This one is tough. I can see this series going 6 games, 7 possibly. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the Washington Capitals to finally make it back to the Stanley Cup Finals in the first time in 20 years and defeat the Tampa Bay Lightning. And now on to the Western Conference Finals between 2 teams who are looking to make their first trip to the Stanley Cup, featuring the Winnipeg Jets facing off against the Cinderella story Vegas Golden Knights. Now, the Winnipeg Jets are coming off a huge Game 7 victory over the Nashville Predators, so President's Trophy winners are now 0-5, trying to win the Stanley Cup, but the Winnipeg Jets have a lot of weight on their shoulders. They have the weight of Canada on their shoulders, because it's, again, 25 years since the last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup, 93 Canadians. So Winnipeg is Canada's last hope. But when you got players like Dustin Byfuglien, Patrick Lane, Connor Hellebuck, who got it done for them in Game 7, they are looking to make some history, because they have never been in the Stanley Cup Finals in their franchise's history. And so this is a big opportunity for the Winnipeg Jets. Then on the other side, you have the Cinderella story Vegas Golden Knights coming off a series win over my San Jose Sharks. Now, let me just say this. I cannot hate on them. They were the better team in that series. But again, if I would have had to lose to anybody, it would have to been the Vegas Golden Knights. But again, mad respect for them, but the Sharks will be back next season, that is for sure. But this Vegas Golden Knights team is having one hell of a year. This is their first year in the NHL, and they're 4 wins away from making their first Stanley Cup Finals in their first year in the NHL. It's insane. But again, it's been a magical season for them. Now, players to look out for on the Vegas Golden Knights: Riley Smith, a goal and 10 assists. Jonathan Marchand with 4 goals, 7 assists. William Karlsson with 4 goals, 6 assists. James Neal with 3 goals, 4 assists. And their outstanding goalie, who has kept them in every game this postseason, and a Stanley Cup champion in his own right, Marc-Andre Fleury, with an impressive 8-2 record and an impressive 1.53 goal against average, and count them, 4 shutouts. So if Vegas scores, Marc-Andre Fleury will keep that donut for his team. So again, this Vegas Golden Knights team is having, again, a magical year. And wouldn't it be something to see a team in their first year make it to the Stanley Cup Finals? So coming from me in this Western Conference Finals to see which team is heading to the Stanley Cup for the first time in their franchise's career, man, this one's tough. This one's a tough one. I can see this series going 6, possibly 7. But coming from me, this Cinderella story is not going to die just yet. I am going to go with the Vegas Golden Knights to defeat the Winnipeg Jets and make it to their first ever Stanley Cup Finals in their franchise's first year in the league. And those were my Stanley Cup Playoffs Conference Finals predictions. I hope you guys did enjoy these predictions today. Comment below, who do you have winning these two Conference Finals matches? Who do you have winning between the Capitals and Lightning? Let me know in the comments who you got and how many games. And who do you have between the Jets and the Golden Knights? Let me know in the comment section your pick and how many games will it take. And as always, represent your team in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Now, before you go, you can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share, which friends, of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous lines, and I will see you guys later for even more big videos later days, and peace.